That's all right.
Talk about shit in the morning. Williams. I'm telling you, that's that shit right.
Is that the new theme song?
Yeah, I guess. That's that shit. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, So What Morning's back in the building. We're back on this topic. It's been pretty heated so far. I mean, it's a tough topic to have. It's violence in relationships. The name of the topic is relationship a contact sport? There's some statistics out there. There's a guy up at UCLA. He wrote a book called Intimate Relationships. Forget his name. Benjamin Carney and Thomas Bradbury. These guys are sociologists, psychologists, and they've done the research. They've done research with newlyweds.
Dude, you read like an inmate.
But see, here's the problem.
Read 900 books.
Here's the problem. Common sense ain't that common because a lot of these
Can I
people
finish
with
my
these
point?
degrees. Oh, of course you can.
And then I'm going to throw it to Bobby, my
I'm
uncle.
sorry.
Then I got to throw it to Uncle Bobby.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying you read a lot of books.
No, but in that book, they broke it down very clearly. They did research with 50 newlyweds, and those couples, half of them went on to have great relationships after violence had manifested itself in the relationship. So to go to Brandy's point, there has to be a distinction made between getting angry, losing control, and having a fight and being abused, right? There has to be a distinction made. Now, with that said, Bobby was saying human beings can transcend violence. There's something that can say, you know what, I'm going to turn this violence off. I happen to not believe that. I want to give the floor to my Uncle Bobby. Bobby, please tell me why I'm wrong here.
Violence is not wired into our DNA. It's a reaction to a threat. We spend most of our time minding our own business till somebody mess with us. All right, and you look at the animal kingdom, for example. They don't run around looking to pick a fight. They fight to either defend or to eat. But they're not innately violent. I mean, animals walk by each other all the time if they full and let them be. But
if they full. That's funny. Yeah. If they full.
Yeah. Giraffe can walk right past a full lion.
Yeah, he gets another day. But when that sun come up that next morning,
that's your ass.
It might be a different outcome.
Yeah. And I wonder what method he's using to make that outcome.
I'd like to ride on what Bobby's saying. Something very important what you said, and it's triggered something. Because at first I was saying, you know what, it is actually we are born in love in the beginning, but things happen along the way that change us.
Is being born in love the same as being born in sin?
Well,
sounds like some crazy weirdness.
I'm not an expert about being
the way I do it. I don't know if I
agree with sin, but let's go back to this. But this is what I want to say. I want to just basically say that when you do something, it becomes part of your DNA. You break your arm, your child, your children, the people coming after you will have a weakness in that left arm where you broke that arm in that spot. They do. And also which violence also can become a part of one's DNA, but it can be dormant. It's almost like being predisposed to, having diabetes.
Alcohol.
Just because people in your family had diabetes doesn't mean that you have to have it, but it is sitting there waiting, and it can happen under the right conditions.
So that's
it can
beautiful.
manifest.
That's a good point.
But see, that's everything is dormant. All right, the question is, what are the triggers?
Yes, what are the triggers? And they're different for different people.
Human beings are animals. Okay? Bottom line, they're animals.
With ATM cards.
And what you guys, with ATM cards, right? What you guys are...
We're not just animals.
What you guys are articulating... No, we're more than animals, but...
We're
highly
sophisticated
but animals nonetheless.
We're embodied. The body is the crust of what we really are.
Is it my time?
Okay. All right.
It's my time, man.
I'm sorry, I had to say that. I had to stop that. I'm sorry. All right,
because it's my time, right? Now, I show you respect.
It is your show.
I let you talk, and then I get the backlash. You don't let the pretty girls talk enough, and then I get out the way, and then when I say what I need to say is because I wasn't finished.
I can smash that shipped in business if you want.
Could smash that shipped in business.
Okay, do it then. What you got? What you got?
Okay. Margot.
Yes.
Name the 3 people, public figures that we would all know that you admire the most, living or dead.
Who do I admire the most?
Jesus Christ Superstar.
I admire my mother.
We don't all know her. Somebody we all know.
Some we all know.
Celebrity figure, political figure.
Janet Jackson.
None of them.
I'm not like a
Jesus
big
Christ,
fan of
Margot.
folks. I gotta think.
Rihanna.
I don't like nobody but my mama.
But I do.
Okay.
No.
Let me help you out.
Shut up. No.
Let me help you out. I'll help you out.
All right, Mama. I love you, Mama.
I'll help you out.
No.
You can put Martin Luther King,
Okay.
Mahatma Gandhi, and Barack Obama.
Oprah Winfrey.
And Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah,
and Oprah
I
Winfrey
like Oprah.
in a cabin
Yeah.
with no food and no water.
And
in
it's on.
2 weeks, what you think you're going to come back and find?
Oprah.
Oprah going to be the name somebody.
She's gonna be skinny.
Dr. King going to be missing an arm.
You're going to be three people fatter.
Fucking cannibals. Okay? We are animals. Yes.
But
The
if I was
Donner
dying,
Party.
I wouldn't eat somebody like those people that were stranded out there.
The Donner Party.
I'd rather
Bullshit.
die.
Bullshit.
I would go, yes,
That is your
no.
spirit talking.
I would eat something.
Your spirit ain't connected to your damn
I
gut.
would eat something, but no.
Let your gut start growling. My pinky finger start looking good.
I'm not eating a person.
Whatever.
I mean, well, we mimic eating each other sexually. Why not? Just go
I would
ahead.
not. I would not. I barely
Margot,
eat meat.
I
don't
swear to
eat
God.
meat. I haven't eaten meat in 20 years.
Let me get hungry, Margot.
I ain't eating
Let us
no
be in a
person.
cabin. Girl, I'm going to eat you the other way. I swear to God. You're going to be gone. You're going to be
friend not gonna
You're
like
going to wake up. He sure won't because you'll wake up missing a foot.
Oh, no.
So let me make the point
Okay.
that I was trying to make before.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. You have a
Okay.
brain,
Yes.
our brain, the human brain. You have the limbic system. You have the old reptilian brain, which has no connectivity to emotion. It's just instinctual. This is the part. Yes, it's fucking. It's pleasure. It's instinct. That yes. Do the limbic brain. Go ahead.
No, I'm staying away from you.
Oofa. La, 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 la.
Right?
It kind of sound kind of,
Come on.
you know.
That is the limbic system.
Okay.
Now, what happens with what Brandy was saying earlier, right? Brandy was saying there's something called a fight and then there's abuse. Well, the researchers call it frontal lobe hijack. The frontal lobe is where all of your higher consciousness functions of the brain are.
Hello.
Communication, empathy, emotion, feeling.
Absolutely.
The limbic system or the reptilian brain hijacks that when it's angered, when it's frustrated, when it's triggered, whatever.
Come here.
Even when it's addicted, right? So to say humans aren't animals and our frontal lobe can be hijacked when we feel fight or flight or pressure or whatever is, I mean, it's unrealistic. This is why I say some of the belief systems that we have in place, we don't have beliefs that are in alignment with the human condition. We got beliefs that are in alignment with fantasies. I believe my man will never harm me. You're wrong. He will. He will at the right opportune moment if he's in a situation. Now, what happens, especially in our society where, like we talked about last week, we have a court system where now we can paint a picture where something as I got mad and we had a fight can get painted into he's an intimate terrorist or an abuser. That is a person manipulating the system for revenge sake. And we have to understand, just like there are what's the word I'm looking for abuse? What's the term? Domestic abuse cases. There are also just as many domestic abuse cases that are fraudulent. Let's just keep that in play too.
I'm gonna hit myself in the face with a cantaloupe and then say it was him.
But the justice system isn't always fair. So sometimes people who are really getting raped and really are being abused, some of those cases go and they get thrown out.
Absolutely, you're right.
Well, you're right.
And most of the women don't even report when they've been raped.
Because they've been humiliated, and a lot of times the people, they're going to question the person and say that you didn't say no and blame the victim, and that's why a lot of women don't come forward. They get victimized all over again when they go to the system.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone has walked in the building a little late, but not too late.
Right on time.
To contribute to the show. We're talking about relationship. Is it a contact sport? We're talking about domestic abuse, violence, as it pertains
Sound
to
like you talking about
relationships.
smacking up these lousy bitches.
No, well, I mean, I'm coming in late, and I heard what you guys were talking about, but I don't know if somebody's been here before, but most girls need coaching, and sometimes when you coach people, you have to put your hands on them.
Oh, God. Why is that?
Oh, my God.
If you have to beat the girl up to the point where she looks beat up, then she may not be coachable.
Oh,
no! Most girls, after you establish your dominance by sitting on them for like 20 minutes, let them know that you're the king, you know what I mean? Nothing to hurt them real bad, but to let them know you can't whoop me, and I ain't having that. Most girls will be like, okay, I'm going to have to do something else. Sitting on them for 20 minutes is very effective. Every girl I sat on for 20 minutes or more, they never challenged me physically again. They realized they couldn't get to me. It's a fool right here.
That's what dogs do, don't they?
Yeah. I didn't even know dogs do that, but I know it's very effective.
You time yourself.
Man.
About 20 minutes. Maury Povich had about 25 minutes left on it. I got up off of right at the last one when you found out dude was not the father. I was happy I jumped up, so really that's why I got
By
up
default,
off.
it was 20 minutes.
Oh my God! So let me ask, because the fraud portion of domestic abuse and violence in relationship is prevalent as well. Do you think there are a lot of ignoble claims out there, or women? Like, let me give you an example. How many times, like, I've had an uncle like Bobby tell me and tell female members of my family, don't get your brothers and your cousins killed because you on some bullshit.
Absolutely.
Right? And what I find is, to me, the fraud in domestic abuse is associated to revenge. And a lot of times when they go send a cousin or a brother, because when I was a young kid, I mean, back in the day, we used to fight. We didn't shoot.
We didn't all got that call.
We used to fight. So my understanding for fighting was I have to maim him. I gotta like make an example.
Break a jaw.
I have to hurt something on him.
Crap a couple of ribs.
Because then I won't have to fight. That was my rule.
Break a nose.
I mean, I got into a fight once a year at school. I get in a fight. Oh, the light skinned nigga, the new nigga, green. Okay, I'm gonna fuck with. Okay, now I have to break something or do something so he'll go. Okay, that nigga's crazy, and I never fuck with. Nobody fuck with you no more. So my point is, if you sending your cousins and your brothers after a dude and not knowing that you sending them after that kind of dude and he gonna try to maim him or hurt him, and you know that the case you put on him or the case you sent your cousin on is fraudulent because you just want to get some revenge, how often is that happening, and is that still happening in the hood the way I remember it?
Let me touch that. That's a little different where me and Corey come from. Okay?
Chicago.
Yes. Chicago,
Talk to us about
fighting is like basketball. Okay? Just because I see you go crazy on this dude, that's that dude. If I want some, I'll come get some at you. I ain't really care. I ain't really worried about it. Where the problem comes is when you don't understand that any woman hit twice by the same dude is half to blame.
Ooh, go deeper. Go follow that.
Any woman attacked twice by the same dude that is in a relationship. I ain't talking about the same nigga that keep robbing. Why you keep robbing us? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about any. That's Corey got a funny ass joke about taking his girl. His friends keep robbing her and they keep making money. Anyway,
okay.
Any girl that's in a relationship
this
and
nigga
your
watching
dude
your set
beat your ass 3 times, them two, the time 2 and 3, part of that is on you. And what happens? How so? Is that's the way y'all communicate. When he say he wants some more mayonnaise, goddamn it, he wants some more mayonnaise. That's how y'all communicate. Because you did not leave.
Can I?
You can, but I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this.
What the hell
because
are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about
That's
this.
how they communicate. I want some more mayonnaise.
Yes.
If you went back to your house right now,
Yes.
God don't give these words any power. If you went back to your house right now and it was burned to the ground, nothing is recognizable.
Yes.
Would you pull up some of the embers and ashes and lay down and go to sleep there?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not a place that I would be inhabit.
Then why, if a nigga black your eye,
You going back?
you going back?
Because psychologically, if somebody's been good to you, it's kind of like somebody punch you and then they rub you.
There's
They
still
punch
something
you,
there.
And they rub you.
You mean like the slave master?
Let me let you.
Yeah.
Come on, let me let you in.
Olivia Pope.
Hold on. We're going deeper. Okay, so basically, if somebody's been nice to you, and a woman, and men and women go through this, especially, it's more so women. Women will expect that nice treatment again. They want the nice guy to come back, so they'll stay there with him, and the attachment grows. It grows and grows and grows, and it takes. It's been reported by, and I even have psychologists.
Because the house ain't burned down
7 to 8
yet.
times. It hasn't. It takes 7 to 8 times for a woman to leave her abuser. This has been proven over and over again. It takes a while.
And the hard part is,
It takes
how
a while.
Well, let's turn it another way. Let's turn it another way.
So it ain't her fault?
Instead of saying
No, it's not. And the abuser, a lot of times men will blame women for the
But
abuse.
wait,
And we are
let's-
not
wait,
responsible
wait.
for you
Wait,
to
wait, wait.
maintain
I'm not
your-
saying you're responsible for the
your state
abuse.
of mind.
You're responsible
Hold
for going back to the geographical
Yeah,
location
yeah.
that the abuse took place.
But that's how the mind works. It's just
hold
what
on.
it is.
Let's
No,
just
that's not
hold
the
on.
It's not.
hold
No,
on,
Don't
hold
some
on.
people need
I
their
wouldn't
ass whooped
personally,
to
but I'm
feel-
not the average regular
To
person.
feel like they are wanted? I'm just asking. Is that a bad question?
It what?
I think there are people that are like that.
Some people need to get their ass whooped to feel like
They
they
believe-
are wanted and needed.
They
in that
believe that because
relationship.
they've learned that behavior because that's what they take as love. Some people don't know love other than being hit in the
Then
face.
stop calling your cousin them to fight the nigga then.
Well, I don't call my.
Go on
cousin
and put the
nobody.
steak on your eye, put the potato on the bruise, and keep it moving.
I don't like guys who beat up
It
girls.
takes a while,
you know,
though, to
but
leave.
Every once in a while, like when you're disciplining someone,
This guy.
Mark may be left.
I think he got some leashes at home.
You supposed to rub him after that. Look, baby, I ain't want to do you like that. I say sweep the floor, bitch.
Ladies,
Sweep the
okay.
motherfucking floor.
Y'all going? Don't listen to Corey. Y'all gonna end
I'm
up in a
just
hole.
saying.
Okay.
Don't listen.
Your last couple of
He got
trips,
7
you've been,
times.
you've
According
been.
to you, he got 7 times to do that.
No.
Wait, hold on.
No, that's not nice.
To go back to your point,
Yes.
you were talking about what is that syndrome? Is it Stockholm?
Is Stockholm Syndrome, I
Yes.
think? Yeah.
All right, we talked about that last
Come
week.
up with a name for it.
Yeah, that's what it's called,
course,
Stockholm
they have to
Syndrome.
do
So again, you mentioned that, but I think on a certain level, at the end of the day, you can't just say, she goes back to her abuser. You have to start recontextualizing it to include her in the responsibility of the toxic environment.
Absolutely.
So and say she's abusing herself
Yes.
by going back to quote unquote her abuser, so that makes her an abuser as well. A lot of times we take the positionality that women are simply victims in a violent situation, when in a lot of cases they are not only perpetuators, they are maintainers of a toxic situation.
Willful cheese on the sandwich.
Some girls you ain't never got to beat their ass, but some girls you got to beat their ass.
Look, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. It goes back to what I was saying earlier about people allow the level of abuse that they give themselves already. If you abuse them more than they already abuse themselves, their level, then when you go over that, that's when they start thinking like, I need to get the hell out of here because this is not good for me. But people do abuse themselves in many ways.
Bobby?
If you talk to policemen, the one call they dread going on
right.
is domestic
Because
violence.
they go back.
Because people be like calling the police, and then when the police come, especially if it's a woman called the police on a man, and the police start beating the brother down, then she piles in on the cop, and it just gets crazy. And the reason I brought that up is, why don't somebody just leave?
Yeah.
Just
But they
leave.
can't. They can't.
And leave for
No,
good.
They can't.
Well, they can
It's
leave.
not. It's not so simple because
yeah,
once
it
you
is.
Why?
Because where
It's
you
as
wrap-
simple as a burnt down house.
Because it's not a physical thing that's happening. Everything starts on the inside. Everything in life, everything.
That's where you make that
started
decision
from
to
inside
get the
somebody's
fuck
head.
on.
Why can't it just be
because
girls
you
out
can't.
there
It's
who
not that easy.
realize
It's not that simple.
I fucked up? He beat my ass. I deserve that ass whooping. That's why I'm going back
It's
home to my
comfortable.
good man. He take care of me and my kids I brought with myself. He is a good man. It's just I fucked up.
He taking care of these kids. Don't look like either one of us.
If we could do a survey, how many good brothers who have gone out in defense of a fraudulent claim has been maimed or mauled?
My uncle Jr.
Talk to me.
Cemetery littered with them.
Yes, my uncle Jr.
And do women have any conscience of
even go to
the
his
lost
funeral.
family members?
My uncle Jr. had a soft spot for women being abused.
Tear some shit up while you're at it. Okay?
He was on
Nigga
his
don't
way.
own none of this shit.
He was on his way out of a Jewel's in Chicago.
That's a grocery store.
Yes. This dude was beating this girl like a fucking pinata. He walked up,
What you eating?
told the man, almonds,
Nuts.
He told the man to stop beating the girl. Dude swung on him. Him and the dude got to fighting. My uncle was stabbed to death by the woman.
Wow.
And
the only reason why I bring this up is it's not a blame game. I only bring this up because these are the fucking intricacies of violence in intimate relationships.
It's not that intricate.
But it's also...
It really ain't. And it's so simple, it's hard.
It is. And it's hard to get out. It's hard for people to get out of it.
Why?
No, it ain't that hard. But if you just get back to right and wrong.
It is, because listen.
How do we get so far? Okay. All this CDF and DVD and IFP and all that kind of shit. It's just a world that's based on right and wrong.
I know what happened, though.
What happened?
Caucasian people have set up a society.
There we go.
Full of chaos. There was a time where the fool in the village, the man who was a woman beater, he was easily identified because there wasn't a lot of them.
Right.
You know, men circled the wagon around the village, and the dude who was the woman beater, he got called out. He got
by the community.
By the community.
Yeah.
We live in a society now where the people who calling you out are the police.
Right.
And they not about the community. So as we have basically relied on the law as our salvation, we've become this society where you don't know what's right. You don't know what's wrong. You don't know who to help. You don't know when to jump in, because when a man and his woman is having issues, it's really not your business. You're supposed to let them work it out. But because things are the way they are,
right?
You know what I mean? It's like, damn, I don't even know what the fuck is going on, because nobody likes to see a woman get beat up in front of them, especially like real men.
Right.
You really want to say, what the fuck is going on over here?
And you mean beat up? Let's get an example of what is beat up. Let's go there.
Beat up is
a hockey
punches.
fight.
Right, punches thrown.
Ball up fist, punch you in the mouth.
Or choking.
One punch or multiple punches?
Or choking.
Well, punches with a girl is not
difference?
necessarily my thing. Most girls, like, you could just shake them up. Unless you got one of them real big bitches. I've been in that situation before. I'm like, this bitch too big. You got to fight this bitch. It's hard. But
Big Shirley.
Right. Most girls, I seen this dude. Me and my homeboy was talking to this girl. This dude got out the car. He walked up to us. He said, "What's up, man?" Then he grabbed her and shook her ass the fuck up and threw her in the car. We knew what that was about. He was like, "Oh, that was his woman."
Right.
Because she had no resistance.
But is that abuse?
No, it's not abuse.
Ladies?
It's not abuse.
Is that abuse? Ladies?
Well, what is abuse?
Yes, it's abuse.
What is abuse?
If you go put your hands on somebody, even if it's a woman going to shake her man up, that's abusive.
So if you're doing that to your child, mama, are you abusive?
That's abusive as hell. If you're doing it on a regular basis, yes, you're abusive.
What?
It's not
shaking your kids?
Yes, it's abusive.
You can't. I done shook the shit out of my kids.
No.
You an abuser, though. That's why I asked, what's abuse?
You can't. Abuse is abuse.
Get your ass over here and sit down.
I think there's a lot.
With that energy, Margot, with that energy, you have just disqualified yourself from raising a black male properly in America.
Oh, come on.
Absolutely.
How?
How? I'm gonna tell you.
Because he gonna need to be shook up at some point.
You gotta.
Definition of abuse.
When you raise, thank you. When you raise a black male,
that's what we're looking for.
When you raise a black male as a black male,
you gotta shake.
You got to draw a line and go, look here.
Yes,
I love you. It's love on the other side of this line. But if you cross it, I'm gonna knock your block off.
And I've had to see in my family. I've seen
back on the other side.
No, it can be necessary. So is it abuse or is it necessary discipline?
But it's necessary.
Abuse is when you need medical attention after disciplining.
Okay.
That's a good working.
Wait, listen to that definition.
That'll work.
Say it again.
Abuse is when you need medical attention after you have been disciplined.
So if you take your girl in a foam room and smack the shit out of her,
smacking your woman is not abuse.
No, it's really
yes, it is
she bounced
abuse.
back. Smack me.
Smacking your woman. If you feel like a dude is taking advantage of you, you're gonna get away from him. I don't think, like most women, when they are in abusive relationships, if you're intelligent, you get the fuck away from that person because you know this motherfucker just hit me and I did not deserve that.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you are a person who deserves that ass whooping, they come up with all that bullshit. What's that word they say? People who stay in relationships when they get beat up.
Enablers.
That is a bullshit word.
Yeah.
Some people know they fucked up. And they get fucked up, They know that this motherfucker really got their back, so they stay in that shit because they know if I wouldn't have done
They
that,
take him my bad.
he wouldn't hit me.
No,
Brandy,
no.
Brandy disagrees.
No, I'm. Oddly enough, for the first time ever, I might slightly agree with Corey.
Go ahead, Brandy.
And I'm gonna get personal on it. I myself have been in a situation where there was an altercation, and I actually didn't start. I wasn't the one starting the verbal altercation. The guy was, and I was like, "Listen, this is getting too much. It's getting too heated. I'm trying to go."
What did you do? Now you showed up in baby blue,
But
and
let's
just
hear her
set
out
him the
because
fuck
I want
up.
to hear what she got to say. Like, why was he doing that to you?
Yeah.
We were.
Was he crazy?
No, I wasn't being crazy.
No, I said, was he crazy? See, you know when somebody crazy.
Not all the time. Not all the time. I'm going to go ahead and caveat this by saying, for the most part, he was fine.
Okay.
This was fucking up.
Yeah.
There was a night where we got into a little disagreement, and it was a little bit too heated, and I tried to walk away from it. As a matter of fact, I was like, "Hey, I'm not. This is getting too crazy, and I don't like the way you talk to me when you get like this."
Was it your pedicure?
It was horrible. My pedicure was jacked up. So now after doing that, he kept attacking me verbally, which then hit me on what's that one back there, the little lizard thingy that you were telling me about? Like the
limbic system of the brain, the reptilian brain.
I went from trying to be reasonable and like, okay, we're not gonna do this right now.
To snap, crackle, pop.
I went snap, crackle, pop.
Right.
And I slapped him.
Ooh, Lord Jesus.
And before my slap was finished, I got punched in the jaw. That was it. Now, that had never happened to me before. After I woke up and realized what had went down, I thought...
After I woke up?
After I stopped talking to the Tweety birds, I was just like... Oh, now I get it. And it was not a good situation. But at the same time, I know that, like... I was the one who initiated the physical contact.
She ain't telling us everything.
But let's give her this, though.
I'm just skipping the details.
But let's give her this, though.
I'm skipping the details.
What I can give Brandy right now that is fucking rare is Brandy is taking accountability for what the fuck happened.
Now listen, I think he started it, but I was the one who started the physical altercation, even though I still feel I find him responsible because I tried to walk away from the verbal altercation.
Right,
Well, he lost.
But once I went to that
for a man,
place,
it's a lose-lose situation anyway.
But once I went to that place, I was the one. I just, I slapped with all of my might.
I'd have let you go, and then I'd have called the popo, and like I've done in the past, I'd have waved at you as they told you to watch your head.
Now listen.
I can honestly say I never called the police.
I don't know. He actually thought that I was gonna do that, but even I don't call the police on a black man unless he really, really deserves it. Because
my soulmate. Now.
I just can't. I can't. I mean, there's
I picked the wrong nigga the last time.
She'll take a punch and won't call the popo?
No, but like I said, I don't consider that abuse, and I'm willing to say that happened in a relationship that I was in because I understand the difference. Like we weren't in an ongoing abusive relationship like that, but it was an incident.
But what happens if the women stop circling the wagon around you because you're taking responsibility by saying, you know what, I initiated this shit. A lot of times women be like, oh, no, you got to stand.
It's not always the woman's fault. It's not always the victim's fault.
It's never always the woman's fault. We didn't say that.
Woman, listen. It's always men.
And
always
woman and victim. Wait a minute.
Men will always put the blame on the woman for what they did to them.
Always. She did. No. Listen, hold on a second.
Woman and victim are not synonymous terms.
Thank you.
And we have to stop doing that.
I'm talking about any victim, whether it's a man or a woman, whoever it is.
That's real cute, Margot. Nice try.
No,
but
it's true.
That is no.
No, it's the truth. I'm talking about when it comes to women in that aspect, but it can be a man as well. It can be the duality is there. It's human. We have humanity is to be protected.
We need to teach our women how to engage a man, and because we don't have that in society, a lot of shit go too far.
Right. Yeah. Right. Go ahead. And then Brandy.
Okay. I would tell any woman that I love, sister, mother, cousin, whoever, do not ever challenge a man physically.
That's what I tell my daughter.
Sister knows better. If my sister came to me and told me some dude beat her up, I can honestly head toward that nigga because I know that she ain't gonna challenge you because I've talked to her about this and she's never done it.
Right.
So if somebody is beating her up, that's just a bully right there.
Right.
She's not trying to fight you.
Right.
She's not gonna do that.
Right.
I think that more women need to realize you can't fight men.
That's right.
Because
I agree.
it causes the chaos where it's almost impossible to sort it out.
Right.
If you known for fuck you motherfucker, getting all up in a motherfucker face like that and all that shit because it's too dangerous.
Right.
It is dangerous. It is dangerous. And women, my mother taught me that, and that's a very valuable lesson. I see women go against that all the time.
Brandy and then Bobby.
Right, yeah, no, like I said, in that situation, I'm not saying that either one of us, I mean, like I said, it was a verbal altercation, but I did try to walk away from it. But I have to take responsibility for starting the physical part of it, for losing control. Like, quite honestly, I thought it was his fault because I was like, I tried to walk away from you. But at the same time, it was, it was like, he said, hey, I'm a dude. Once you hit me, I just reacted. It wasn't like he came over and started pounding me. It's just like there was a slap and a punch, and then it was over. You know what I mean?
Bobby?
Well, I'm reminded of
That's how it normally go.
the night at the
Man hit a woman.
at the Weeping Willow Lounge in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Rooster Wade got into it with his wife.
Serving them big ass Long Islands and
That was
jugs.
No, we were drinking moonshine back then.
And pancakes at 5 in the morning.
This was another
The
era.
Weeping Willow Saloon.
Yeah. And so Rooster and his wife got into a little dispute that was based on, women can trigger that by just, knowing that Rooster don't play that kind of stuff, and she danced with this guy and he grinded on her, and they got into an argument, and she beat him to the draw because both of them carried guns, and she fired at Rooster and missed, and then he fired at her and hit. He didn't kill her, but he just nicked her, And the reason I brought that up.
What music was they playing?
That's true love.
That's a flesh wound, girl. I could have shot you in the chest.
Yeah, they both survived.
Cheating in the next room.
They was playing that music like when that. Y'all remember that movie The Jerk with Steve Martin? Remember what was going off? That music. Oh Lordy. Oh Lordy.
But see, when you start getting into escalation, one thing women need to be aware of and men need to. We know that threshold, and women take us there like nobody else on the planet. And what'll happen is, I don't care how high you get, we're gonna go to that next notch. So if it's a slap, it's a punch. If it's some gunfire, then we going for that AK-47 because it's just our nature. Once the violence starts, that's who we are.
That's it.
Tell the women once the conversation gets to the point of yelling, leave it alone.
Just stop. Right.
Leave it alone. Let him calm down because now you're in the room with an upset man.
Yeah.
Let it go.
He's stronger than you. He's big. He can break your bones.
Right.
He can kill you with his hands if he's mad.
You can defeat him mentally, and a lot of weak men who know that they can't win mentally, they don't know nothing else to do but fight.
The only thing they say, the only thing they say is, bitch, what?
I've been in that. I've been in that space.
It ain't the big one.
It's that 5'2" nigga.
Yeah.
I think it's unfair to only say.
Oh Lord!
I'm just gonna caveat by saying I think it's unfair to only say that women are the ones that escalate because I think that this room kind of tends to lean in that direction. So whoever is responsible for escalating the argument, whoever takes responsibility for
walking away.
It doesn't matter who escalates.
Men don't like arguing. We really don't like.
But they
Brandy.
Some men.
We are not talking about.
Okay, everybody can't talk at the same time.
It doesn't matter who escalated. Once that man start yelling, leave it alone.
Okay.
You're right. I agree, ladies. If you're listening, I agree.
That's good advice right there.
Once he start yelling, leave it alone.
Shut your damn mouth.
Somebody gonna go to jail. Somebody gonna die.
I've been knocked out once.
Brandy, I want to address what you said. About men who escalate violence with women. We are alpha males. We only discuss alpha males. If you got some coward ass beta male, I can't tell you about that. I'm talking about this dude. All right, now Willow, I done told you, leave me alone now. That dude right there that is giving you the out. Look, you right, I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Why are you right here with this shit?
Fucking draw the car, just leave me the fuck alone. Yeah.
Right. If he right there, if you hear, hey, shut the fuck up.
That's the word.
That's a warning.
But
Don't
man,
shut
y'all
up.
instigate
Our
too.
tears
I'm not
is
man
right.
can
Okay.
instigate too. Man, y'all
Yes,
can be
but-
like chatty mouth too.
Those are beta males. We are not responsible for beta male cowards. Please quit bringing up beta male cowards. I am talking about alpha males
They gay.
that you have. Yes, they're
What
cornholers.
up on you to pick a fight?
Let me make this example. Everybody, let me make this example. I make this example all the time. I say, listen, men take about 35, 40 seconds to get into a fist fight on the basketball court, arguing a foul. We're not going to be arguing for an hour.
Hell no.
It's going to take about 35 seconds of real, hey, motherfucker, that's a goddamn hey, nigga, what the fuck? And right there, we're there.
Fuck you, no, nigga, fuck you.
We're there. We're there. So we're not built. Because, I like to give the fucking facts. The fact is, women are better communicators than men, both positively and negatively. In other words, women speak about, 15, 20,000 words a day? Men are around 5,000. Okay? Women are better communicators. Women speak and talk and commune to figure out what it is the fuck they want to say. Men don't do that. We're very deliberate in the way we speak and the way we deal.
Bottom line.
Bottom line.
That's right.
So what I'm saying is, if you take us off our playing field, right, and put us into yours, we're at a disadvantage. So if you're there in a negative space, breaking us down, what else do you think is left for us in recourse? Two things. Get the fuck out of there and walk away. And when we do that, you're a bitch ass nigga for leaving the conversation.
Oh, bitch nigga.
Right? Or stay and continue to ramp
Look at you
up.
walking away.
What do you want us to do?
See, the whole point is that people have to learn how to calm their emotions and have self-control. If you don't have any control over yourself, then you're going to lose in life, no matter
What about the woman controlling the conversation negatively?
We're not talking about anybody who doesn't have control.
We're not talking about anybody. Women, those with ovaries. Address those with ovaries.
Okay, ovaries. What do you want to know about the ovaries?
I want to know. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you.
Yes.
Tell your ovaries to speak.
Words, yes.
They're coming out.
Words to this effect.
Yes.
Yes, there are some good dudes doing time, doing the rest of their life because there was a woman who did not take the male cues from an alpha male to stand the fuck down.
Now this same
Get down now.
This guy that you're talking about has a responsibility, just like she has a responsibility to own up to her part. He has a responsibility to not have control.
Oh my God, I just said that. But what I haven't heard you say.
What is that?
I have not heard you say. Every time I bring a valid point around titties, you throw dicks in it.
Come on.
I am saying.
Yes.
Women, not dudes. He's already said.
Okay, come on.
Dudes got a short fuse.
Okay.
Don't poke the big dog with a fucking stick.
Right. Everybody should be smart enough to know that. If you
They need to
everybody.
have
There you
classes.
go with everybody.
Well,
They
not
don't have
everybody.
classes in
But not everybody,
college.
because some people don't have awareness. Like,
They don't have classes in college for this because the courthouse wins
All the
more
time.
we get into arguments
Yes.
with our ladies, with our brothers.
Yes.
They need to have classes that show how men act around each other. Just like you said, Zoe. Perfect example are the bears at the watering hole. When you watch the bears at the watering hole, they all be walking like this. Like, look, I'm just coming to get some water. It's like a language they speak. And when they walk, look, I'm just coming to get some water.
see it.
Don't fuck around.
You see each other, they be like, okay, that nigga just get some water, okay? And women, when they around each other, when they fight, they normally, it's a whole lot of barking before they fight.
Right.
Unless it's an ugly girl fighting a cute bitch, because the ugly bitches, they fight cute bitches. Cute bitches ain't gotta do nothing but just
I got
be
50
there.
on the ugly bitch.
The ugly bitches will start a fight with a cute bitch so fast. When you see them fighting, you already know what happened. You be like, that ugly bitch.
Y'all
ain't
done
there.
experienced. I know.
I know.
be all right. Oh no.
All ugly bitches fight 5 times in their adulthood.
In their adult life.
Yeah, when they're 21 and older, they done got in at least 5 fights because they ugly bitches.
And all I'm saying is violence is a common through line. They've done the research. Even in kid relationships, there's violence. In elderly relationships, there's violence. I believe If you're going to build a successful relationship, you have to build a philosophical concept for dealing with violence. Not a fucking fantasy that says, you know, Prince Charming is going to come and take all my shit. Vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to be that way. We have to build something that can help us deal with it.
Absolutely. And I have something I have to share with you all because I've been in different relationships in my life. The quality is getting better because I'm making better decisions about that.
There you go.
And the relationship that I'm in now.
Why, Corey?
Why, Corey?
Why, Corey?
No, because she's getting older and she's getting wiser. When you're young and pretty, you do the dumbest shit in the world. When you older and pretty, you like, you know, this pretty shit is kind of overrated.
Exactly.
Yes.
A lot of bullshit motherfucker.
Right.
Y'all will give me a winner this time.
That's right.
That's what happens to you. I already know. I know, sister.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you something. There have been some times, and it's been a short period, but we've had moments where we've gotten into, you know, where, because I get excited, y'all already know. So I might raise my voice, or he might raise his voice, but we get to the point that he always calms me. We have to, if one is already on fire, you have to, the other one, you have to talk to them and say, baby,
That's
here.
maturity.
Calm down.
Yep.
Exactly.
This is, you know, we don't want to escalate. I don't want to start yelling. I don't want to get mad. Let's stop. And then he'll communicate.
But let me say this.
He'll
Sometimes
tell
you
me,
can
I'm on
calm
my
Margo.
Wait, let me just tell you this. He communicates in his process when he's getting upset. He says, I'm getting upset. We should stop this now.
Right.
He attempts to stop it. So men do have a responsibility to do that.
But
Because you are strong enough. So you can knock our block off and really hurt a woman. You can hurt a woman.
Wait, because I want you to finish that thought.
Yes.
But I need you to allow me to guide you.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, be a woman right now.
Yes, I'm always a woman, honey.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
And I think you're saying something that's really powerful, but at the same time, we have to keep in mind that even the most mature of us, right, or the so-called leader, or the most responsible, or the most educated, the most experienced, whatever, even that fail-safe can fall through.
It can.
A lot of times we'll look at that person and go, oh, you're the smartest, you're the wisest, you're the oldest, you're the this, you're the that, and you should be the one that should guide us away from this negative cliff.
It should be anybody in any given situation.
Right.
You take turns being the person that stands
Right.
up.
So-
Somebody,
so-
you both can't be in the mud.
So the point that I'm
can't do
making
that.
is
Yes.
we have to be more mindful of the unrealistic expectations in our relationships that's actually making the decisions for what we're doing.
I agree.
It's the fucking bullshit expectations that's whispering in our ear saying shit should be like this. But we've never questioned those expectations if they're faulty.
But
We've
you have
never
to
seen
address
that.
them. Communication
Ladies-
is the number one thing. You have to sit down with your mate and talk to them. Some people
That's
haven't even
verbal
had these
communication. But ladies,
conversations.
will you answer this question for me? Can a man, like if you into it with your man where y'all going back and forth, not necessarily arguing, or even if you are
have the
arguing.
discussion. He did.
Yeah, well, yeah. If he takes some pussy from you, don't that calm you down?
No.
What?
It don't?
Well, if you give him some,
It's
does
a
that
lot of
calm him
girls
down?
when you just be like, bitch, shut the fuck up and rip all their clothes off.
And tear that ass up.
Tear that ass up. They gonna cook you something to eat after that. We saw it on Baby
Hold
Boy.
on a second. Hold on a second.
We saw it on Baby Boy.
Don't you believe
Okay,
that shit?
maybe
Hold
wait, Brandy. Maybe he's not clear.
Guys.
Maybe he's not clear. I'm not talking about regular sex. I'm talking about where when he get done, you stand up and you walk like a newborn calf. Like,
No, you
Yes.
you get overpowered and pleasured sometimes
And get it towed down.
It works.
I don't want you to lead men to believe that that is the answer.
It's not the answer.
Until
now, if it's definitely not the answer if you can't elicit the
It
newborn
works every
calf
15
effect.
arguments.
If you
it's
can-
almost like on
You
Pac-Man,
have to-
you get
yeah.
them energizers. You only get a few of them.
Now,
But it's effective. I'm telling
and
you.
you have to be able to affect the newborn calf thing. If you can't fuck her till the legs is noodly, then you don't need to. You can't just get in there with.
If that's your woman, is not rape. It is a form of discipline.
No.
Okay.
Because a woman's down here is not getting wet. It's not opening for you until stuff is resolved. That's
Wrong.
why
It get
relationships.
wet when you take it.
What?
Okay,
Especially when
Corey.
they see you strong enough to hold them down and take the pussy. They
Oh
Well, if
Lord.
that's what you're into, then
all I
yeah,
wanted.
that's what you're into.
Bobby,
Hell,
Bobby.
Okay.
The object should be that somebody, and it can work for women. If you got a brother on that edge right there, it's 100% sure. If you give him some, he's back in pocket.
Yeah.
He's back in pocket.
You can do that after the argument.
No, hell no. That stops the
You
argument.
can't say he got a little dick and he ain't shit.
I did do something. I can't tell you what I did, but
And
I did
then
do
offer some
something
pussy.
You took your there you go.
It did diffuse.
Take your angry mouth and fill it.
Just pull your dick out and let me suck it.
You don't ask him. Don't even ask. You just
No, you don't ask.
You don't ask.
Argument more important.
Stop tripping and take this
You just
pussy.
do it.
Tell you what.
That's how you fix everything.
I bet you it ain't a straight man on the earth that's gonna jump back and smack your hands off his belt. Hell no, we gonna
That's right.
straighten this shit. No,
I said, I got another point to make. No,
I don't.
you know I
What are
don't.
you doing?
I just feel like it works. I mean, it's been successful for me.
All right, so listen, this is what we have to do.
The women can do it, but if the man, I don't know.
Hey,
That could be
hey,
a
Margo.
violation if you.
We're running a show here.
Okay, go
Thank
ahead.
you, honey.
You go.
This is what we got to do really quickly.
About to put the so what across her forehead or
I
something.
mean, because Margo's been wild today. God damn it.
It's my stars. I did my
Goddamn
chart.
Leo.
We gonna set your seat up to a taser.
Right. You got to
What
shock
nobody
her.
else want to
I'm
admit.
alive. That means I'm alive.
When this is some shit people don't like to say, but when ugly girls get wild, that's when you get mad at them. Just because they was like, look, I got something to say. Like, bitch, we don't give a fuck what you got to say. Because of how they look. But because
Margo fine ass. Margo can burn your summer house down.
We've been tolerating Margo the whole show.
Oh my
Shit.
God.
Beautiful ass.
Excuse me.
Okay, so this we have to
that
do.
motherfucker bad. That's why you been tolerating.
I can't stand no more now. Shit. Brandy,
Yes.
where can our beautiful family, our audience, our group, where can they find you? How can they support anything that you're doing? Twitter, Facebook, whatever, Instagram, wherever.
You
tell
can
us.
find me on Twitter and Facebook, but I don't really use my Facebook that much. The name is Brandy McGee, BrandiMagee, or on Instagram at Princess Wildflower. That's kind of where I hang out most of the time.
Hey,
these days.
man, I really appreciate you coming back out. I knew you were a little under the weather, and we're glad to have you back, and everything
Yeah,
is
it's
okay.
good to see you, Brandy.
Thank you. It's good to see you too, Corey.
Oh, Lord.
This nigga. Margo Hudson's wild lemur.
What's a lemur?
A beautiful woman.
I thought that was an expensive car.
Inside and out.
It's a monkey from Madagascar.
Could y'all do that again? Kiss again. Kiss again. Kiss again. Slower with your mouths open.
But they actually kiss?
Slower with your mouths open.
Kiss it.
Give her some tongue.
Okay, once
everybody
for the
else.
host.
Okay.
Can I see the kiss? Jesus.
One more time. Let's see.
Brandy,
I'm scared.
Margo's a freak.
Oh, I love it. What kind of pornorific?
You missed it. Okay. Let's treat.
Shit, okay.
Jesus.
I feel comfortable.
It was sisterly love because
sisterly.
sisters don't love each other enough
Right.
sometimes.
We don't. And we should.
I got a porno called Sisterly Love.
Sisterly love. Okay.
We ain't passed number DAP over here, though.
I'm sweating below the waist. Okay,
So everybody,
where can they find you?
I'm Margo Hudson, Destination Love Life. Hey, everybody's talking.
Where can they find you? Go ahead.
DestinationLoveLife.com is coming next year. We're working on it. There's a lot of stuff going on. My at Destin Love Life on Twitter and Facebook. It's Destination Love Life. Go there. You can send me messages there. I'm locked out of my accounts right now. We're working with Apple.
Jesus.
All kinds of stuff is going on, but still, just send me messages because I will be back soon.
All
and I'll
right.
see you all.
Okay. Margo Hudson. Corey Holcomb.
Hey, look here. So this Friday the 13th, St. Louis at the Ambassador, we having a side baby toy drive. We want you to bring all presents that's been opened.
Oh, God.
All open toys. Side babies should not get toys. Yeah, they should not get new toys. That's disrespect to your legitimate children. So we having a side baby toy drive. Bring open toys. We're going to put them in a bullshit bag and drop them off all over the hood.
Ain't gonna even
St.
stop.
Louis, this is St. Louis, y'all know what's up at the Ambassador. Friday night, Friday the 13th. at the Ambassador.
Okay.
Lord,
Bobby.
You can get me at realmendon'tplay.com. I've been running a series of articles on the real women in L.A., and one of my recent presentations has been When a Real Man Loves a Real Woman. You can also follow me at Glanton Smith on Twitter. And don't forget about the Watson charity basketball game this Sunday at Cal State Northridge.
Okay.
5 o'clock.
The fuck?
I ain't doing shit. I'm just at the house putting up Christmas lights, trying not to fall off the ladder and break my fucking neck.
Where can they speak? Nigga, are you on Twitter or something?
You live at home alone?
No.
Oh, I was just about to send somebody at you on this backpage.com side. My Twitter is the Corey Holcomb, by the way. Go ahead.
At GB Funny Style. Go to Mixer.com, get some ignorant ass holiday ringtones.
Hey, listen, we love to bring you entertainment and enlightenment and information and all of that stuff combined in one. Go to IamZoeWilliams.com, support my t-shirts and my book. I will send you an autographed copy. Please support the movement. Support all of the businesses that I highlighted earlier today. It's about recycling black dollars as well as recycling knowledge and love and respect and understanding. I think Corey made a great point. Until we get to the point where we start to police our own issues, we're going to always be in trouble, and our people are always going to use outside means to manipulate situations. And we got to be able to say, fuck that. You fought my sister, come deal with me. And then we deal with it that way. And I think our community will turn around if we start policing ourselves, setting a standard for ourselves and holding ourselves to that. I appreciate everybody for participating, and I'll be back next week. So what mornings? It's crazy.
Zoe got to get up out of here for that crazy bitch called crazy.
So what?